Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today we're going to talk about the documents that are required for you to turn in when you apply for your Mac Pro card. Okay, next, let's talk about publication masthead. A lot of you guys I know have asked in the past, what is a publication masthead? Okay, so just to give you guys an example, here's an issue of Glamour magazine, and if you flip a few pages, you will find the publication masthead. Okay, the publication masthead is basically the page where everyone is credited who is involved in the publication of this magazine. Now, if you're, say, a photographer and you qualify for a pro card, then under photography or photo or anything like that, video, photo production, then your name should appear in there. If you're a fashion stylist and you contributed to this issue of the magazine, then your name should appear under fashion, and so on and so forth. So basically, this is a publication masthead. Okay, so now let's talk about program or press materials with name. Now, if you guys have done work, either makeup work or performance work or photography work that is credited in a program, a show program or any event program whatsoever, do make sure to get at least 2 or 3 copies of that printed program, because you're going to need them in the future. You don't know when, you don't know what it's going to be for, you're going to need them. So always archive a couple of copies or so. So in this case, I have a sample right here. This is from a regional production of Miss Saigon that I did. And here's my headshot and my bio, and of course my name is credited in it. So, you know, as a requirement, you can send one of these programs, if you're credited in it, and send it off with your application. Next, a contract on a production company letterhead. Okay, so that's pretty much basic, guys. You know, if you're contracted to do makeup, make sure it's in writing, of course, and make sure that it's in a company letterhead. For instance, here's a contract I did with a theater company in California, and it's got the letterhead. And again, very important that it's on the letterhead because it's got the contact information of the company that you work for. Again, they're going to research and they're going to call the company and just verify that you did do work for them, and therefore, you know, just to make sure it's a little bit more legitimate, I guess. And so, plain and simple, contract, company letterhead. Photocopy, send it off with your application. Okay, next, let's talk about crew/call list on a production company letterhead. Now, a crew list or a cast list is basically just a page, or it could be many pages, listing the names of the people who are involved in a certain project. Okay, if it's a show, then the actors and the makeup artists and the costume designers and the director, choreographer, whoever's totally involved in the whole project is basically listed in a cast list. So for example, here's my cast list from Miss Saigon, and it's on a company letterhead, and it basically lists all the actors in this page, and then in a separate page are all the crew. So if you're a crew, like let's say you're wig and makeup, then your name is probably going to appear in that page. So in this case, I'm part of the cast, and basically my name shows in here in the cast member's name and then the role that I'm going to be playing in the show. So that's what a cast list is. Now a call list or a call sheet is basically a schedule of what's going to happen within a certain day of a project. And if you are a makeup artist for, let's say, an indie film or pretty much any big film or say any commercial or anything like that, and like most other gigs really have a call sheet, and basically it lists everybody once again who's involved in that project or in that production, and it specifically states what time you're going to be required to be there, which basically is what a call sheet is, because that's the time you need to be there. So here's a call sheet. Actually, this is a second page, and this is the first page has the company letterhead in it, okay? And this is the second page, and it basically lists everybody that's involved and what time they need to be there. And on the call sheet, on the time, it states what time the thing starts. So if it's a shoot, or say a commercial shoot, and it says call time 2, it means everything starts at 2. Not setting up, not preparing things, it shoots at 2. Alright? And it basically will say who the contact person is, who's going to be arranging this. I've had call sheets that have so much information that it even tells you the weather, so you can dress appropriately. Okay? But the most important part is that the producer's name is on the top, the director's name is on the top, and whoever the important contact person, production manager, production supervisor, or anything like that, their contact info is usually on the top. And then it lists where you're going to be at, what scene you're going to be filming, if there's a reference to a script, if it's scripted, then it's usually listed in there. Here I am under hair and makeup, and for a 1:30 shoot, I need to be there at 11 a.m. So that's my call right there, 11 a.m. Okay, and then I look at the actors, and they all have makeup schedule, and I look at that because that's very important. So I have 3 actors, one at noon, one at 12:30, and one at 1:15. So I need to be there at my call at 11 to set all my kit out and have all my products out and be ready for that first actor, you know, to do his or her makeup at noon. Okay, so that's basically what a call sheet is, alright? So I know many of you guys asked me this many times before, what a call sheet is, and this is what a call sheet is. Okay, and finally, a professional letter reference from an employer. So pretty much it's just a letter recommendation. So if you have worked or freelanced from a company before, or a prestigious client per se, make sure to just, you know, just nicely ask them, hey, you know, I need a letter recommendation, would that be possible? And for the most part, if you did a great job and they're quite impressed with your services, whether you're a makeup artist, a photographer, any of the artistic designers, performers, you know, they will give you a great letter recommendation. So just make sure, you know, to have that in writing, and most of them know how to write letter of recommendation. And it just looks like this. This is from the body shop when I did work for them, and I asked them if I can get a letter recommendation because they're really, really impressed with what I did. And no questions asked, they just wrote me a really, really great letter of recommendation. And it's from a prestigious company, the body shop. Hey, right. I think that's all the required examples of documents that will help you be more eligible when you are applying for your pro card. So hopefully, guys, that helps a lot. And once again, you know, if you guys are not ready to apply now, take your time. Don't rush it. Okay, take your time and try to gather as much of these documents as possible. And then when you are ready, then just go apply whenever that happens. So hopefully that helps. Until next time, guys, thank you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.